Blood of a mob to armor, keep it on till I see $1 billion. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Model picture, mommy popping like some poster. Eyes red shot like I'm never sober. Big time smoker.
Hey guys, welcome to my weekly video log. As you've noticed, I've started doing these on my blog. I'll do them every Monday, and it's mostly like behind the scenes stories or stuff that I don't get to publish on my blog that I just have to share with you. So one of these stories is what happened this summer when I met a woman that I'm kind of sort of obsessed with. You may kind of know her name. You may have heard of her. Her name is Beyonce. Not sure if you've heard of her. She's kind of a big deal. So this is how the story goes. I was invited to Nas's album release party in New York City's Meatpacking District, which is one of the most exclusive areas in New York City. Like, it's hard to get in to a nightclub on a regular day in Meatpacking, let alone during Nas's release party. But you know how I do. I always find a way to hustle, made it inside. So the reason why it was so exclusive and so difficult to get inside was because they were only allowing 200 people to get in. You know how big New York City is? You're only allowing 200 people to get in, but it was only your tastemakers, your VIPs, and people that they really wanted there. So your girl was in the building. I was definitely there. So it's open bar, of course, lots of food around, and you know me, I've never met a drink that I don't like. So I definitely indulged in the open bar. And as customary, when you drink, you have to go where? To the restroom. So the restroom is on the lower level, so I head on down to the restroom. And as I'm coming back up, I see this like just vision of braids, blonde braids just pass me by. And I'm like, oh my God, that is Beyonce. You guys, Beyonce was like 2 feet away from me. She just like walked past me, and I always thought that I would like scream and go crazy when I met her. I'm a huge Beyonce fan. I admire this woman's music. You know, I love her work ethic. I love her relationship with her husband. I'm a fan of the whole experience. So I thought I was going to freak out when I saw her, but no. I just kind of looked and was like, that's how I was when I saw Beyonce. She walked in with her husband, Jay-Z. She heads over to a corner, and she's just kind of chilling, and she's with Julius, and Jay-Z heads over to a table where Nas was, where they were popping bottles. So people are slowly, I'm watching the scene, I'm like, I got to get a picture with Beyonce. Like, I just have to talk to her. I have to tell her something. Surely she knows who I am, and as soon as she sees me, she'll realize that we're lifelong BFFs. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Julius, her bodyguard, was definitely on defense. He was not allowing anybody to take pictures of her that night. And as you'll remember, this was the first time that she came out with her braids. So this was a new hairstyle. What did she look like outside of the braids? Well, I'll tell you, she didn't have a lot of makeup on. She looked kind of like plain, like a girl from Houston. But you could tell this was Beyonce. So she's standing in the corner on one side of the room. Jay is standing on the other side. He's popping bottles with Nas. He's laughing. He's joking. I mean, having an amazing time. So I saw people, like I said, going over, trying to take pictures of Beyonce. Did not work, but I was determined to at least get a shot of her because I'm a blogger, so I know that people want these pictures with her hair braided. So I whip out my phone, ready to take the picture, and guess what, y'all? My camera was dead. The phone battery on the iPhone was dead. Ooh, I was so mad at Steve Jobs. May he rest in peace that day. So I had to rush over and ask one of the waitresses to charge my phone. But by the time it like juiced up, you know how the phone, you got to charge it in, the little Apple sign got to come on, then it has to juice up for a little bit. By the time my phone juiced up, Beyonce was packing up and getting ready to go. I mean, I could have cried. I could have cried. People got shots of her with her hair, the braids, but I unfortunately did not. So they stayed around 30 minutes, had drinks, and she was talking to Bridget Kelly, and she pulled out a phone, and she was showing pictures to Bridget Kelly. My guess was there were pictures of Blue Ivy, but I couldn't be too sure. And like I said, they stayed 30 or 40 minutes, and they left. And I was left to just party with Nas and Jermaine Dupri and Anthony Hamilton and Miguel. I know, woe is me, right? But I wanted Beyonce. I wanted to hang out with her. I wanted to, get pictures of her. So that was my experience hanging out with Beyonce. But next time, when she sees me on a different place, different time, she'll know that we're best friends, and we'll just kind of like hit it off immediately, and that'll be the end of that. All right, so that's my crazy story. Stay tuned next week. I'll have more stuff, as always, more exclusives, and you guys have an awesome week. Peace.